So guys, the young man that you're seeing on my screen was picked up by the Nigerian army few hours ago due to what they found in his possession, right, in Delta State, Warri. And according to him, he said that someone called him to come to Warri, probably for a business deal. And he was supposed to discuss it beforehand, but he didn't. So he took his friend and then both of them went there to meet the person. Right, and according to him, he said that it was when he got there, that was when he realized that the stuff that they were supposed to carry was gone. If you are new to my channel, kindly hit the like button and hit the subscribe button for quick updates. Let's get right into the video.
Other friends for inside the bush, you can't see them. So as you see them, even when your hands one side the top. So because we can't see the about there are 8 people, about 8 or 7 people now we jump for run and wait now.
In total, how many of them enter the community? In total, how many of them enter the community?
Will be 6 enter the community. 6.
Where the sheriff?
Sheriff I come meet them for community here.
With 2 people.
Some other boys, some larger boys, then there is some other.
There is Sheriff Awu.
And who I recognize one to Roland brother. Yes, I see I see no that one face.
Okay.
So along the line, as we come, the next way they told us I am going to enter the car. And there before you say,
car carry now.
No, as we just reach the bush, we meet the sheriff there. Now they say we start to enter the community.
Okay.
So now waiting I see for there, that's an waterproof. But when we come reach the junction here, now we come to say everybody lose some kind. Now they may at December.
They lose waiting.
They call the lose waterproof.
They call lose waiting and lose. When they lose, when they lose, what
you
you
lose
see?
waterproof. We come start to lose water. Now I tap this my brother. If they no know who say, now I come tap my brother. Say, kilo dey. Boy him say, me I dey hear Yoruba small. I dey hear. Now they ask boss out for you.
When they lose the waterproof, what you see? What you see?
Now I be all this God the now there I stand for the main road. Me na main road I stand. I know all anything.
How much they give you now?
1 naira, sir. 1 naira.
They just call you, maybe you just transport, maybe you just transport your friend come for coronation. I mean, she transport.
Give me transport.
How much he give you?
He give me transport. 25,000 for transport.
Now he give you and your friends. Instead I give you, I be like cash. Instead I give you, who send money give you? Sheriff of your player.
Nah, what you send for? Yeah, no. Emisa, I send you abi. I send money to your account. Then you take home. So how much you total send you? 3 of Nana how much? 3 of Nana is 75,000.
Now they send you the one take transport for.
Now, first and foremost, I cannot say if this guy is a kidnapper or not. Right? It's possible he's part of the kidnapping syndicate terrorizing, Warri Delta State. It's possible that the guy is telling the truth, right? But the most important thing is if you are contacted by somebody this period, or maybe if you are a transporter, a driver this period, and somebody call you, it may be someone that you know to come to so place for a business deal, and the person may even be willing to pay you more than the actual price. You have to be wise this period to always discuss it. Ask the person every single details of what you are going there to do. Don't go and put yourself in trouble, because as it is now in Nigeria, everybody is a suspect, right? So I cannot completely tell whether this guy is telling us the truth or not. It's possible that he knew what he was going for, but because of greed or 1 or 2 things, or it's even possible that this guy is part of the kidnappers in that place. So, but I believe that in the next few days to come, the truth is going to come out. And secondly, have you guys wondered how come that these people that is into this kidnapping business are looking so dirty and tattered? How come that they are looking so poverty-stricken with all the ransom that they are collecting, with all the millions of naira that they are collecting? Right, I want you guys to pay close attention to this video, because this video is going to open your eyes. It's going to tell you that it is possible that these guys are not really the person that is collecting those millions of nairas. It's possible that they are just tools in the hands of people that are using them to carry out these atrocities.
I'm of the opinion that these bandits that are taking this huge amount of money from people, from innocent citizens, they're working for the government. Tell me why. First of all, we've all seen what the bandits look like. They've posted their pictures, videos, they've done video calls. They look so tattered for that kind of amount of money that they're asking for. So I'm thinking that this money that they're taking from citizens are money that politicians have hired them to go and kidnap people and take these innocent people, collect money from these people, and then use that same money for their campaign. Because campaign, for you to go for a political position, is not cheap. They've used that money. So it's a recircling pattern here. They use that money, give them back to the politicians. Then the politicians take this money and then they give back to the citizens, so that the same citizens can vote for them. Because when do you think they're getting all this plenty money that they are buying so many things during campaign, doing a lot of crazy things that they've not done when they were in office? Things are bad. Nigeria is bad. If children are not safe, the least of us all, people that look up to us as adults, if we cannot keep them safe, it's a huge shame. It's a huge shame on the presidency of Nigeria. Shame. It's been more than 2 weeks now, and you cannot rescue innocent children. They are sleeping in the bush. It's rainy season. Imagine some of them, they don't have their shower. If you think they have their shower, they don't have their shower. We don't know if they're eating. We don't know what's going on. So please bring back these children. Please. If you still have conscience, because I don't think you have conscience. I don't even think the government care about us.
Now you can clearly see what I'm talking about. Few hours ago, I was going through the statistics, the crime statistic of this nation from 2015 to 2025. How crime, usually increase before election and after election. And I noticed that the rate of crime before election is usually much compared to the rate of crime after election, right? And I noticed that one of the highest crime that always occur before election is always homicide, kidnapping, and other similar, cases, right? This alone should tell you what is going on. This alone should tell you that this thing that is going on, this kidnapping and everything that is going on this period, is not a coincidence at all. It is not. I can tell you that there are people up there that is solidly behind everything that is going on in this nation. And they are just trying to play politics. They are just trying to deceive the citizens. And lastly, I want you guys to pay close attention to this red flag that this guy is going to list, because this girl almost fell victim. Like, she was almost kidnapped in Benin City, but she was smart enough to spot their red flag, and that was how she disembarked from the bus. Once you spot this red flag that this guy is going to be talking about, make sure you disembark from that bus as soon as possible. Don't wait for them to move away from that location, because if they should move away from that place and they got to maybe to a quiet place, it will be very, very difficult
It
for
is
you
not
to
news that Benin
escape.
City is not safe anymore, but for some reason, I just keep being lucky, and the grace. Let me just say, I'm lucky, and the grace of God is still following me. Right? I've encountered these people severally, but I want to tell you this particular one that I was very shocked with. So I was coming down from my shop. I saw a bus. Right? The conductor was like, "But I was only going to Sapele Road that day." So I was like, "But I take Sapele Road, and I take 10 artists." The conductor was like, "Ted." I was like, "Yeah." So another lady that was actually waiting for a Ted bus was standing there. She didn't enter, at which I didn't know why. So I entered. I saw a man at the front. I saw a lady by the second side, not at the back, the second side. So I sat with the lady. We're going through that at one side. So we picked two girls there. We dropped them in front as well. So turning towards Ted now, I noticed that the conductor was not looking for passengers, and there was a lot of space in that bus. That is the first red flag you see. That is the first red flag you need to spot out for. Immediately once you enter, you see that they are no longer calling for passengers again. They lock the door. Come down immediately. Do not wait for anything. Just come down. So we were going. And secondly, I found out that the lady beside me, she was looking, I don't know, probably she was part of them, but she was looking confused. She was looking dumb. Like, she be like, who know well at all, from my observation. So I was really feeling off at this point. Because obviously there's space at the back, and you're not looking for passengers, and there's passengers like on the road. So we were going, and I noticed that the driver, from the inside mirror, the driver was looking at, like, he was literally looking at me, and he was giving this kind of scary look. So I was like, okay, I always go with a pepper spray and, scissors, probably those sharp things that you can use to, like, defend yourself, right? I go with it. So I brought my pepper spray out, and I just held it, like, at the mat like this. The conductor was looking at me and was asking me, you want spray perfume? I was like, I don't know. Don't ask me that kind of question. You want spray? That's the response I gave to him. So immediately, I did that. He brought a liquid out. guys, he brought a liquid out from his bag, from his boss. Let's just say this is the can. He brought it out like this. He was saying some kind of things in his mouth, and he was touching the liquid, putting it on the ground, like basically doing some kind of weird stuff. So I told the driver, stop this car immediately. Stop this bus immediately. He was not like, she said, I said, stop. Stop. I know they go again. Stop. Stop there. I was like, Auntie, wait here. I said, ma, begin the shot. When they heard that, they went to the side, they parked. Because I was carrying a bag, I dropped it at the side of the road. I wanted to open my bag to give them money. These people drove off. They drove off. They could not wait. They drove off. So I entered another bus from there to Ted. When I entered, I told the driver, I beg, you see that motor? Observe whether I go stop on my park. Behold, when they got to Ted, it was just straight. They did not stop. They did not stop. If you are entering a bus, a taxi, first of all, do not be very, very vigilant. Be observant. Do not press your phone. Like, just when they bus, they press phone. Like, your attention is not. Be very, very observant. Be very observant. Once you enter, they look. Anything that feels off, come down immediately. If possible, once you enter, you see, say, people when they the bus, your eye know, your spirit know, leave that place. Because you see these people, they are very wicked, they are very evil. They could kidnap you, they could do all sorts of harmful things to you. So please, be safe.
Now, first and foremost, I want to say you really have to be very, very careful out there, most especially if you are the type of person that hop from one bus to another, right? And also get something to protect yourself this period. Very, very important. The gospel still remain the same. Get something that you can be using as a self-defense mechanism, and make sure that anything that you are getting is within the judicial system of this country. Make sure that anything that you are getting does not violate the constitution of this country, so that you don't land into trouble. So guys, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so, and also click the link to my Telegram to join my Telegram channel, because I do post videos there almost every day. Some videos that I cannot post here because of their policy, I do post it on Telegram. I will see you guys in my next video.